The existing staircase at the White Tower is in need of very careful attention to the point where it's come to the end of its life. Our job is to create a new oak-framed staircase to replace the existing one. We've sourced trees locally to here in the woods near Maple Durham, beautiful oak trees. We've selected about between 30 to 40 trees which have been felled. They've been brought here, and those are the basis of what will ultimately end up at the tower. What we were looking for was tall trees, straight trees, which had long, clear sections of trunk without branches, which would give you knots and defects in the finished project. It's going to take somewhere in the region to sort of manufacture and erect on site the best part of a year.
So here we have our log, straight out the forest, and from that we have to find a square section. So what you're seeing is just in finding that perfectly square section using a level in this case. The actual hewing process is done with axes more like this, which is a broad axe. These are very similar shape with different style of blades which give different finishes. All these axes have been used practically for this project, and they've produced the end result which you'll see in the staircase at the White Tower. One of the telltale signs that a timber's been hewn in this way will be axe marks remaining on the timber. Come on, mate.
The hewing element of the job it's a very integral part of the finished product. Yeah, it's a traditional way of finishing timber. It's very labour intensive, using axes and so on, which gives it that authentic appearance, that beautiful aesthetic appeal that you get from hewing as opposed to modern sawn timbers.
It needed to reflect Norman carpentry and craftsmanship, yet be suitable for modern safe access requirements because of the high visitor numbers associated with the World Heritage Site.
The White Tower itself was built in the 11th century on the orders of William the Conqueror, and it was really built to consolidate his position as the new King of England, and it was meant to look very imposing and fearsome and to keep the English people in check. And the large entranceway on the south elevation was the main way in which people would have gone in and out of the White Tower.
There are very few, if any, surviving examples of Norman carpentry in an external environment. So we were much guided and informed by archaeologists and historic advisors in carpentry techniques at the time, expert in the medieval era. So it was a process of development. We were also informed by the heavy oak carpentry materials.
The rear posts of the staircase are going to have to be fitted into the batter or the plinth of the White Tower. Now this was already done in the 1970s, and so we would like to reuse the existing fixing positions of the previous staircase for our new staircase, and we want to do that without having an effect on the Norman archaeology. So we had to design our detail around the holes that we found when we removed the old staircase.
This is one of the locations for the new post bases, and you can see here where the old one was fixed, but actually what we need to do now is design a detail where we don't damage any of the original fabric.
The most interesting part of the project for me really is finding out about historic Norman carpentry structures and just seeing what would fit and what would look right with the White Tower itself. The significance of the main entrance is extremely high because the south elevation of the White Tower really is the showpiece elevation. It's the entrance to the White Tower. It was made to look very impressive and convincing to people approaching it upriver. It was made to look very tall and very imposing. And then eventually we'll put our new staircase in, and that will have a significance of its own.